Hi, it's Peter from the Cell Bar. Just wanted to do a quick unboxing of the Quantum Energy Hydrogen Water Portable Unit. When you open the box, you'll notice that you have the unit itself. It has a protective plastic film on it. There's a nice black protective bag in the box. It comes with a charging cord, a dual charging cord. There's a brush for gentle cleansing. There's a small magnet, which I'll explain later. And then there's a card in the box, a thank you card, which has a QR code, which if you scan will take you to the instructions page with everything on there that I'm about to tell you. Okay, first thing you want to do when you take it out of the box is you're going to want to charge the unit. You're going to notice first off that there are two charging ports, one at the top for the quantum energy hydrogen piece and the MRET technology, and one at the bottom for the hydrogen production. You're going to need to charge both ports. The wire is a dual wire, so it's two wires that flow into one single USB. And you're going to plug that in. You're going to notice the lights on top. The blue lights are blinking. When it's fully charged, it'll be solid blue. And the same thing where you notice that the red lights are blinking and it'll turn blue solid when it's fully charged. That's the first thing you want to do when you get it out of the box. Okay, opening and closing the unit. You'll notice there's a little latch on the side here. When you close the top, it clicks into there. You're going to want to push that up. When you push that up, the latch is unlocked. You'll be able to freely push it to open the unit. You close that back down. Now the unit is closed. So that's pushed up. You can just open the unit. When you close it back, now, when you pull that latch down, you'll notice that the line comes down. Now it's locked. Now, when you push the button, it does not open the unit. So you're going to want to push that open up. That's going to want to be up so you can open and close the unit freely. And when you want it locked, when you're producing water, you're going to want to push that down. And you'll notice that you can't open the unit. So that's going to be very important. You're going to want to make sure that you manage this latch gently over time. Don't force it open. Make sure that when you want to open the unit, it's pushed up. You can open very quickly, no problem at all. When you close it down, when you pull the latch down, it's now locked, and you'll notice when you press it doesn't open. You want to push it up, open. You can see the little unlock is when it's pushed up, lock is when it's pulled down. You'll notice when it's unlocked, the lines across do not match up to the line here. So it's open. You could flip it open very easily. Let's close it back. Now when you see, you're going to pull it down. It's now locked. You could see that the line is even with both sides like this. When it's like that, it's locked. You can push it. It cannot open. Okay? Up. Open. Okay, once your bottle is all charged up, you're going to fill it up with warm tap water. Right to the line, it's going to be warm tap water. You're not going to drink this water. You're just going to let the warm tap water sit in the unit. Let it sit for a good 20 minutes. That's going to loosen up the hydrogen production membrane at the bottom of the unit. So just going to let that warm water sit in there for a good 20 minutes. Fill it up to the line. Okay, after 20 minutes has gone by, now you're going to just run one cycle for the hydrogen production. You'll notice on the side of the bottle here, there's a button on the top. There's a button on the bottom. The bottom button actually runs the hydrogen production cycle. The button on the top runs the quantum energy and MRET. So for this, just for the priming purposes, we're just worried about the hydrogen piece. So it's been soaking for 20 minutes. We have it filled up with water to the line, the same warm water that we used to soak. Just press the button on the bottom and let it run for a full cycle. You'll notice the light turns green. You'll notice the bubbling. That's the hydrogen production. And you just let it run for one cycle. When it beeps, you're just going to discard. Okay, so the process has beeped. The light turned off. This is the end of the priming process. You can just open this up, discard this water, and then you're going to be ready to go. You're going to be ready to produce your quantum energy hydrogen water going forward. Okay, now you're all primed and ready to go. We recommend using spring water, preferably spring water in a glass. Take the spring water, pour it into your unit up to the line. Okay, once you've poured it onto the line, you're going to close the top, click, and you're going to lock it. You're going to lock it because when you process the water, it creates pressure. That pressure can build up, and if the top is not locked down, it can pop the top open. If that pressure builds up and that happens, that's fine. Just close the top, lock it down. When you're done processing the water, just make sure that you push up to unlock before you release the top. So now it's going to be locked, and what we're going to do to process the water is there are two things to do. There are two buttons on the unit. There's a top, which is for the quantum energy and for the molecular resonance effect technology, and there's the bottom, which is for the hydrogen. You're going to push both buttons simultaneously. I'm just going to push them independently because I only have one hand on the thing. And you're going to notice right here, this is going to run a 3-minute cycle. You're going to see the blue lights blink for 3 minutes. That's going to beep when it's done. Same thing on the bottom. It's going to run a 3-minute hydrogen cycle. You're going to notice the light on. You're going to notice the bubbling. You'll notice down here at the bottom, there's blue lights and red lights. This acts as a counter throughout the day. You're going to shoot to do at least 8 cups of this water throughout the day. As you process one, it turns blue to remind you how many that you drank. When you get to the end of the day, it'll reset. If you want to reset this counter, you just simply hold in the button for 5 seconds and it'll reset the counter and you're good to go. So we're going to let this cycle run for 3 minutes and we'll produce our quantum energy hydrogen water and we'll go from there. Okay, my water is complete. I open the top, I'm going to pour it into my glass and I'm going to drink my water. And that's it. Very simple. Okay, so you notice this little magnet that we provided. This is just to show you that the quantum energy and the molecular resonance effect technology are functioning. So when you run the cycle at the top, when you activate that, with the top open, if you put the magnet right there, you'll see that the magnet is jumping. That's to show you that the energy component is actually functioning, it's restructuring the water below, and it's doing what you're going to want it to do. So that's the way to see that that's functioning. You can keep this magnet set aside. There's really no other purpose for the magnet other than for allowing you to show this and prove to yourself and just see that this is actually functioning properly. So you just run the cycle on the top. For this one, there does not have to be water in the unit. You're never going to want to run the bottom cycle with the bottle empty. The hydrogen component, if you run it without water in the unit, it can negatively affect the component down there. So the bottom button, you're never going to want to run without water in the unit. The top button, which is just the energy component, you can run that cycle just to show that the magnet is jumping, and that'll tell you that that is functioning properly. And there you go. You see the magic of the quantum energy. See the magic of the molecular resonance effect technology. That's restructuring the water, making it highly absorbable into your system, carrying that molecular hydrogen deep into your cells to give you the maximum positive effects from the molecular hydrogen. Okay, one thing to note about the unit, since this is FDA registered as a medical device, it's super safe. So it's making sure that your hydrogen production, all of that hydrogen is getting absorbed into the water, and there's nothing harmful that's being created like ozone or anything, which is very common with other hydrogen bottles. So as you process your water over time, occasionally it'll start to produce some waste water that it expels. And at the bottom of the unit here, there's a little plug that you can open up. Every once in a while, you'll notice, as you're processing the water, you'll notice a couple water droplets leaking out the bottom. All you need to do when you see that happening, it's perfectly normal. All you need to do is just open up the little plug. You see that it opens up there. You can dump out whatever wastewater is in there, clear it out, close the plug, and you're good to go. Okay, you'll see at the bottom here, there are some blue lights and some red lights. So as you drink your water throughout the day, this is a daily water intake calculator, just showing you how many glasses of water you've processed today and drank. So you'll see I'm on my third. So the blue third, there's 3 blue lights blinking. So I'm on my third cup. As I drink all the way up to 8 cups, all of the red will turn to blue, and that's my target consumption for the day. I like to do 8 for the day, and that's the recommended amount. You can do more if you'd like. You can't overdose, but we recommend that people start out with 3 glasses to 4 glasses for the first few days, just to start. Your body needs to detox a little from drinking this water. It's possible that you can get like a healing, kind of mini healing headache if you drink too much too quickly. So we recommend when you first start, drink 1 first thing in the morning, drink 2 more throughout the day. Do that for a day as long as there's no headache. Move up to 4, move up to 5. Eventually you're going to move up to 8. You're going to want to spread those throughout the day. We recommend that you do want to, when you wake up in the morning, the best thing to do, drink 2 cups right on an empty stomach as soon as you wake up in the morning. And then you can spread the other 6 cups throughout the day, kind of evenly throughout the day. And that's going to be the best results. So you can use this water counter, just be conscious of what that is. Occasionally, if you want to reset it, all you need to do is hold the side button for 5 seconds and it'll reset the counter. Okay, resetting the unit. Occasionally, the unit is going to make a noise like this. It's telling you that it needs to be reset. It's a very simple process. You just plug the power cord into the wall. You're going to hold in the side button until you hear a beep. Once you hear a beep, while you're holding in the side button, you're going to release the power cord and the bottle's reset. Very simple. Now you're good to go. Just a few things that we recommend. You're going to use spring water. We recommend spring water primarily in the unit. If you have a really good filtered water that has a healthy mineral content, that's good as well. We have a well at our house that we have filtration on. But the best results are going to be from using spring water. That's going to give you your healthiest mineral content, and preferably from glass to avoid the plastics and all that. But that's up to personal preference. A couple of things. You're going to want to use room temperature water. You're not going to want to put super cold water in the unit. You're not going to want to put hot water in the unit. The hydrogen process is not going to work if it's over or under certain temperatures. So you're going to want to use room temperature spring water. The other thing is when the unit is completed, when the cycle is done, you're going to want to open the top and you're going to want to pour the water into a glass and drink the water out of a glass. You're not going to want to drink directly from the unit. That's more for cleanliness. If you don't drink directly from the unit, you're not putting your germs into the unit, and you're not going to have to worry about cleaning it as often. We do provide a small bristle brush with the unit that every now and then you can just put water in the unit, a few drops of vinegar, a few drops of lime, whichever you prefer, and you're going to use this and just gently inside the unit and clean the inside of the unit if you feel it's necessary. Just be very careful along that bottom base. That's a membrane down there, and if you can damage it with if you're too aggressive with the brush. So you'll notice that the hydrogen production just ended. That 3-minute cycle is done. You'll notice that the energy component just ended as well. Okay, that cycle's done. We're ready to open up this top and drink the water. So let me open the latch, release the top. Sometimes when you release the top, the pressure builds up. You might get a little pop. You might get a little looks like mist coming out. That's the hydrogen production. Now, when you first produce it, as soon as the cycle's done, you're going to want to drink the water right away. Obviously, the longer that you wait, the hydrogen the hydrogen effect is going to dissipate over time as the hydrogen water is exposed to air, or if you put it in a refrigerator or a light, it'll start to dissipate the hydrogen over time. So to get the maximum effect, you're going to want to pop the top, pour it into a glass, and drink the water right away. A few more things, some do's and don'ts. We recommend drinking 3 to 5 cups daily for the first several days, just to allow your body to adjust. A rapid detox can cause a potential headache. If you feel a headache, just reduce the intake and go slower until your body adjusts. Eventually, you're going to want to get up to 8 cups a day. That's the therapeutic amount. You can do more. You cannot overdose, so it's really up to personal preference at that point and for what you're trying to accomplish. If you're unwell and you're really trying to maximize the therapeutic effects, you can do more. For the average person, we just recommend the 8 cups a day. For best results, it's going to be natural spring water. We mentioned that earlier. You can, for those of you that drink alkaline water, if you have a good ionizer, you can use alkaline water as long as it's clean filtered water. We just recommend that your maximum pH that you put in the unit is 8.5 pH. Do not use unfiltered tap water. Do not use any kind of dirty water. Obviously, the healthier water in, better water out. So spring water is going to be the best for your healthy mineral content, and you're going to go from there. You're going to want to use room temperature water only. Do not put hot or cold into the machine. Do not drink directly from the device. Absolutely under no circumstances should you put the device in the dishwasher. You do not want to submerge the device in water at all while cleaning. If you are going to clean the device, like I said, you can just open up the unit, fill it with water. You can put a few drops of vinegar or a few drops of lime. You could use the soft brush just to gently cleanse inside the bottle. As long as you're not drinking out of the bottle, you shouldn't really have to do this too often, maybe once a week. Take special care with the locking mechanism. Like I said, you're going to make sure that it's pushed up when you open the unit and pull it down to lock the unit. Just take special care on that because it can get loosened up over time if you're not careful. Do not activate the device without water inside. It can damage the mechanism and void the warranty. Do not place anything other than water into the device. Once you've processed the water, we recommend opening the device, pouring it into a cup, and consuming immediately. Within the first 5 minutes is the best for best results. Don't worry if you've missed anything. All the information is available on the website, www.thecellbar.com/instructions. There's a card that is included with the bottle with a QR code. If you just scan that QR code, it's going to take you right to the instruction site. Everything that I've discussed today is available on there. And if you have any other questions, feel free to email us at info@thecellbar.com. All right, enjoy your purchase. Thanks.